Welcome to today's meeting. Things may get a little weird because I'm filming from location in Arizona. Here, of course, you know that's where I live. But I'm filming. I like to bring you pretty spots and interesting spots in Arizona that you wouldn't see if you don't live here. Well, you could live here and not see it either. Anyway, so today I'm filming from a location near South Mountain. It really is gorgeous, so let me give you a little more. It looks like you could be in Morocco or Algeria or someplace exotic like that, but we're in the exotic city of Phoenix in the United States. All right, let's keep going. All right, I'm gonna film in front of a cactus today. So for today's team meeting, we're gonna talk about inspiration. But as we walk over there, to give you an update on what's going on with me, I posted this on, I don't know, Instagram or Facebook the other day. The funny thing about my daughter, I've been told by some so-called experts that she wasn't using enough words. And so, I'm I'm an overachiever, so I've got to watch that, to not compare her progress or evaluate her based on what someone else says, when you can't compare people to people. Don't we talk about that a lot here? So I'm gonna have to make sure I stay grounded in that belief, even with my daughter. She already is not gonna look like everyone else. Her background's not like everyone else. Her hands don't look like everyone else's. I'm not gonna add to that comparison. But anyway, they said that she didn't use enough words. The other day, I told her it was bath time, and I went in to see why she was taking so long. She looked up from her iPad and she said, "I'm busy." And so I'm thinking she's fine with the words. She knows the context, the tone, the everything. She even used a contraction, "I'm busy." She didn't say, "I am busy." She said, "I'm busy." All right, we're almost at the cactus. For you sports fans out there, why do people talk about Draymond Green so much? Can somebody educate me on sports? Basketball, I'm talking about basketball. Anyway, we're here at the cactus. So, for my podcast, I have a new episode out that's talking about inspiration this week. So I wanted to just be consistent with that theme and talk to you for a few minutes about inspiration from in front of a cactus. See that? Yeah. Arizona bringing the beauty. It's really weird cactus, isn't it? Yeah? All right, we're going with it. So, inspiration. Check out the new episode. Download it. Android, we got you. Google. Apple, we got you. Apple Podcasts. You don't want to use an app for podcasts? Go to Spotify. We got you. The Team Meeting Podcast is there. It's there waiting for you to subscribe. So go do that. I promise you, we're building a community of people that are talking about real life challenges, tough things that we go through, tough things that we overcome, and we share how we got through it, or how we can get through it. We learn, we laugh, we grow together. Today we talk about inspiration. Today may be a wonderful day for some of you, a not so wonderful day for some of you. I'm wearing pearls. It's a good day for me. I'm happy with the inauguration. But for those of you that are not, I understand that pain. It's the pain of not having something that you want. It's the pain of being disappointed to not get results that you want. We talk about that all the time. So I got two things to say for those who are happy today and not happy today. You can't let a political event or an election or a politician control your thinking, control your life. This goes for people either side, because you're going to stay sad if you do. Because I'm guaranteeing tomorrow is going to be more drama with people criticizing and arguing, things like that. you've got to stay steady regardless of the times, the political times. And I get the pain of not having someone in office that you like. So to you guys, it's going to happen again. For you and for me. We're always going to be going through life challenges where we don't get what we want. We've got to learn to keep moving forward. But today, I'm wearing pearls. And I'm very happy for this nation. And that poem that the young girl did, outstanding poem. So inspiration can come from all different forms. Today, I'm inspired by this country that we have had some ugly days the last 2 weeks even. And danger and lack of empathy and lack of sympathy. But there are still glimpses of hope and people who did the right thing, like Eugene Goodman. How about him? The Capitol police officer who risked his life, who led the mob that was doing the coup attempt to the wrong direction. He didn't know how things were going to go down. He's a black man with a mob of white men coming at him, maybe some women too, coming at him viciously. It's a miracle that they didn't hurt him. It's a miracle. It's also a miracle that he was able to lead them the opposite direction. Like he had this divine inspiration and guidance to take them away. I'm inspired by him today. The inspiration that I'm talking about can come from people like Eugene Goodman. Bless him. It can come from the frontline workers who are putting their lives at risk and still going into work when they could take their mask and their clothes and just say, forget this. If people are going to go out and party and pretend like this is a hoax and then come in here and I have to help people who don't believe they really have a sickness, or people who have been inflicted by it, by people who are careless, or serving when no one from the government was supporting them for so many, like a year to really get and have an impact. I'm inspired by these frontline workers. So inspired. Inspiration comes all over the place. You can be inspired by the beauty of Arizona and the funny looking cactus. Eugene Goodman, frontline workers, elite sports people, Kobe, Serena Williams, who knows, Wayne Gretzky. So many people. But you also can be inspired by yourself. There are things that you've overcome or things that you are overcoming that you should really take credit for and be inspired by it. I am a person who has overcome and I'm willing to overcome. I'm willing to talk about things I've overcome, like my hip surgeries. Both of them. 3 months apart. In the same year, right, obviously. She's so funny. 3 months apart. And it was brokenness that led me there. I felt so horrible for years. And then I got the hips replaced. And then I became a person who had a story about how I used to be in pain, but how I was restored. Then I'm a person of faith. So God connected me to a baby who also is an overcomer. She came to me as a foster child. How brave she had to be to not be scared to come into this house with me, the woman with the big hair, and all the laughing and the aggressive love. And she never cried. She never expressed fear when she came to us. I'm so inspired by her bravery. And then to be born with birth injuries in her hands. You can't see it on first glance, but we know there's work to be done to make her stronger. I'm inspired by her. I'm inspired that God would connect me with the child who's an overcomer. So one overcomer got connected to the other overcomer. We get to overcome together. I know what it's like to have some ailment that you've refused to allow to keep you down, to refuse to be defined by it. Right after my surgery, I said, I'm going to be different after this. I'm going to be more fit after this. I'm going to be more active after this. Because before the surgery, I tried to do 5Ks and I did some. I came in last in one right before the surgery. I was like, after that, I didn't do anymore. I came in absolute last because my hips hurt. But I made a vow that I would be better after the surgery. And so for him to make me not only better, and then to become a cycle instructor, and then to become a mom over a baby I get to teach her how to overcome. We get to inspire each other. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So where's the inspiration in your life? What is your assignment today? First, to remember that I brought you a picture of a cacti because we're in Arizona, not Morocco, although it looks like it. You want to see some more? I brought you a picture of a cacti, but what else can you be inspired and by in your own life, guys? There's something there. The fact that you wanted to give up. You know, I know people who have overcome such bouts of depression and sadness that cause them to want to hurt themselves, but they overcame it. That inspires me. Single moms out there. Well, I guess I'm one now. What? Hello. She's getting aha moments in her own team meetings. I'm inspired by my brother. He's a baseball lover to the heart, and his dream would have been to be a professional baseball player, but he gives his passion to children. I'm still giving you a view. He's given his passion to children and families, to be a leader, to teach them how to love the game, how to play the game. He's pouring his heart out to them. There's inspiration all around you. There's inspiration inside you. I'll tell you my story because I wanted to connect with your heart, anybody's heart, even if it's one person who gets it and says, I like what you said. Then I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do with this beanie and these pearls and leggings. I'm wearing leggings with beanie. Yeah, it's a thing now. I made it a thing. But inspiration doesn't have to come from other people. It can come from within you, or it can come locally. The grocery store person who kept showing up for work, the person at Target who still sold me the ridiculous clothing items I bought that didn't even matter, that I didn't even need, you know, that I went shopping anyway, or I did the drive up. Find your inspiration. Be inspired and be inspiring. Because there's something inside you that helps somebody else, whether you realize it or not. So if you're having a good day or a bad day, turn it around. Find some joy. Find some joy. This is today's team meeting. I'm bringing it to you from Arizona. Your action item is to find joy and to realize inspiration doesn't have to come from the outside in. It can come from the inside out. Join me on Friday where we keep the team meeting going, guys. What do you want to talk about? Let me know. You tell me on Instagram, Tara Lynn. Twitter, Tara Lynn. I even have a Facebook page, Tara Lynn. TAURALYNN. She's getting ridiculous now. See, I guess being outside in this beauty has inspired me. Okay, that's it for today's meeting. Thanks for joining. Talk to you soon.